The Russian Mi-8 helicopter that was lost yesterday has crashed. Russian sources confirm. The crew is dead. All passengers and crew members of the Russian Mi-8 helicopter that crashed in Kamchatka yesterday have died. According to emergency services, the condition of the wreckage indicates that there was no chance of survival for those on board. A Ukrainian tank from the 15th Brigade of the National Guard, Warthog, scored a direct hit on Russian assault troops as they attempted to disembark from a BTR-82A. Last night, rumors of a Ukrainian breakout in Kursk led to a friendly fire incident in the Russian rear area. Russian millboggers report that a group of Russian militia fired at everything that moved on the critical Kursk-Lvov supply route, injuring several. There's more to this story now. A Russian serviceman shared on Telegram about his interactions with the Kursk Territorial Defense. He described the situation as complete chaos, with the Territorial Defense forces more likely to harm each other than the Ukrainians. Some members are in a constant state of paralyzing panic, imagining Ukrainians everywhere and growing suspicious of their fellow Russians. What I saw in the Territorial Defense in the Kursk region is a sad sight. It is panic, hysteria, unprofessionalism, and chaotic runs. If you give them normal weapons, then it is unknown who they will shoot more, the ho-hols, the army, or each other. If they are conducting combat operations somewhere, then most likely these are shootouts with the sky and trees. It is obvious that in addition to weapons, communications, and training, they do not have the main thing in war, a combat mission, and they are trying to invent it for themselves on the fly. These units are definitely not suitable for maneuver warfare. But I think there would be a fine option that they can handle with their level of organization. Defense of the second line in sectors. Of course, with the presence of weapons, AK, PK, RPG, with sufficient ammo plus communications. Let's put the guys in camouflage positions with a certain sector. They are on duty. They received an order that they were being approached, or they saw it themselves, reported it, were confirmed that it was not our own. They worked, inflicted damage, changed their position, reported it. I think they should have been prepared for such scenarios. That would have been useful, simple, understandable, and in principle, accessible. Of course, sitting in a position for a week, 2, 3 is boring, but at least these are eyes and there is information that there are no ho-holes in the sector of the position at the moment, and there is a high probability that if the ho-holes appear, they will not cut them down quietly, but there will be a clash and the enemy will make himself known. And if they do cut them down, then a competently set up roll call of posts will reveal this within a maximum of an hour. There was security at our volunteer point. I won't discuss the specifics of the grossest, unthinkable violations of basic safety rules, which this security couldn't care less about. As a guest, I carefully tried to hint to them there. It was useless. But this security tried to compensate for its complete professional incompetence with a paranoid suspicion of everyone around. Only show-offs, abundantly hung with chevrons, inspired their unconditional trust. For example, intense, smiling, friendly conversations. I was constantly asked questions that were obviously attempts to get through to me. Moreover, the person asking the questions was apparently sure that he was playing a subtle game and did not understand that all this was completely obvious. They created an atmosphere as if there was a continuous battle going on around us. Fear paralyzes the brain. They don't have the highest IQ there anyway, and here it's shrunk to the point of being unable to put 2 and 2 together. Constant screams on the air. The ho-holes are bypassing us. Sniper! They've come on our frequencies and are saying that we're screwed. I can hear ho-hole speech. Saboteurs on the left. Saboteurs on the right. Constant intelligence that will be surrounded tonight, every night. Before this trip, I was 100% sure that the territorial defense needed to be armed. Now I'm not so sure. These are completely morally unprepared, unstable people. Should I give them weapons? I just don't know. Yes, some of them, in another area, I think, were trained by Wagner. But these guys apparently aren't there. And even if people are morons, they can only act normally under the strict guidance of normal commanders. But what if morons are led by the same morons? The Russian armed forces are evacuating a seriously damaged Leopard 2A5 in Avdiivka. They will show it at the Moscow Site Show, probably. Russian reporter Marat Khairulin says on TV that in Kursk, the Russians have a huge advantage in drones and other types of weapons, and that the Ukrainian drones are homemade and therefore low quality. But nobody asked the guy, why are they fighting in Kursk and not in Ukraine, third year in a so-called special military operation?
Сегодня был очень интересный репортаж, сделанный из 810-й бригады морпехов, и они как бы рассказывают, как они, как бы морпехи, они вообще такие злые ребята, да, и вот на этом направлении они просто жгут. Ну и, само собой, они как бы очень интересно про дроны рассказывали. У них полное преимущество дронов, вот этот миф, что у украинцев, видите ли, много дронов, это все ерунда. И оно действительно так, потому что все-таки мы, в отличие от Украины, сами все производим. У нас как штатные дроны, так и есть, скажем так, очень много, которые сами собираем. Вот все подразделения у нас, практически все, кто подразделения штурмовые первого края, они все обросли такими собственными мастерскими, причем по несколько. Вот, да, в каждом, ну вот я свою славянку, первая славянская бригада, знаю обстановку, там в каждом батальоне своя мастерская FPV. Все собирают там сколько нужно дронов. Это не считая огромных поставок штатных Министерства обороны. И не считая, скажем так, серийных образцов. То есть украинцы воюют дронами самопальными, да, так вот, на коленке собранными, а мы воюем в том числе и серийными. Плюс у нас нет затруднений с артиллерией, и идет только сейчас наращивание ракетной артиллерии, так РСЗО, да, всех как бы калибров. Поэтому у нас тут колоссальное преимущество в этом плане.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.